Rachel Reeves's economic leadership is spiraling into controversy as outrage mounts over her fiery Mansion House speech, sweeping tax reforms, and a sudden pivot toward Donald Trump. By blaming Brexit for Britain's economic struggles while simultaneously announcing a reset with the EU and cozying up to Trump, the Chancellor has ignited a storm of criticism from all sides of the political spectrum. Meanwhile, farmers, hybrid car owners, and business leaders are accusing her government of reckless policymaking, with some warning of economic ruin. The nation is watching closely. Will Reeves weather this perfect storm, or is this the beginning of Labour's unravelling? Breaking developments in this explosive saga reveal new twists that make Reeves's position even shakier. Farmers are mobilising en masse to protest tax hikes, and hybrid car drivers are facing financial devastation as they scramble to renegotiate contracts. Meanwhile, Reeves's comments about Brexit have riled up Brexiteers and Remainers alike, with accusations of doublespeak flying fast, and Trump's looming return to power in the US has added a geopolitical wildcard to this already chaotic story. Buckle up, this scandal is just getting started. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for the full breakdown of how Britain's economy is being turned upside down. Chancellor Rachel Reeves's first Mansion House speech was intended as a bold statement of Labour's vision for Britain's economy. Instead, it's unleashed a whirlwind of outrage, division, and scandal. Standing before a prestigious audience of financial leaders, Reeves issued a startling admission. Brexit, a cornerstone of recent British politics, is a key driver of the UK's economic struggles. There are other countries who are looking for the very same economic opportunities as we are, Reeves declared, and we face structural challenges too, including those which have come from Brexit. This blunt acknowledgement was a rare moment of candour from a leading Labour figure. But it came with a catch. Reeves simultaneously doubled down on Labour's commitment to Brexit, asserting that the UK would not rejoin the EU or its single market. Her call for a reset in Britain's relationship with Europe has left critics on both sides fuming. Brexiteers have lashed out at Reeves's comments as a betrayal of the 2016 referendum. Nigel Farage, ever the provocateur, blasted her speech as proof that Labour never believed in Brexit and is now trying to blame it for their own economic mismanagement. Meanwhile, staunch Remainers are questioning why Reeves won't push for closer EU ties if Brexit has caused so many problems. Adding fuel to the fire, the Bank of England governor backed up Reeves's claims, warning that Brexit has hurt Britain's economic potential. The changing trading relationship with the EU has weighed on the potential supply, he stated, pointing to reduced trade in goods. This rare alignment between Labour and the Bank of England on Brexit's economic toll has sparked furious debates across the country. Is Reeves paving the way for Labour to admit Brexit was a mistake, or is she trying to play both sides in an impossible balancing act? While Brexit dominated headlines, Reeves's speech took a sharp turn into foreign policy, unveiling her plans to strengthen ties with the United States. With Donald Trump set to return to the White House after his resounding victory over Kamala Harris, Reeves framed Trump's presidency as an economic opportunity for Britain. There is so much potential for us to deepen our economic relationship with the US on areas such as emerging technologies, Reeves said. She expressed optimism about working closely with Trump's team to forge stronger ties in the coming years, but the move has sparked backlash from within Labour's own ranks. Trump remains a deeply divisive figure in Britain, and Reeves's willingness to align with his administration has raised eyebrows among progressives. For years, Labour criticised Trump's policies as regressive and dangerous. Now, Reeves seems ready to embrace him as an ally in Labour's quest for economic growth. Speculation is rife that Reeves hopes to secure exemptions for the UK from the punitive tariffs Trump is reportedly eyeing against the EU. While such a move could deliver a Brexit benefit, critics argue it's a desperate gamble that risks alienating Europe further. While Reeves navigates the geopolitical minefield of Brexit and Trump, her domestic policies are triggering outright rebellion. Farmers are leading the charge against her government's inheritance tax hikes on agricultural land, a move they argue will devastate rural communities. A massive protest originally planned for Trafalgar Square on November 19th has already outgrown its venue. Organisers now expect tens of thousands of farmers to descend on Westminster, turning the demonstration into one of the largest rural protests in recent memory. But controversy erupted when the Metropolitan Police imposed a tractor ban, forbidding farmers from bringing their vehicles into central London. Clive Bailey, founder of the Farming Forum, condemned the move but promised a peaceful protest. "This is not about causing disruption," he said. "If Tuesday doesn't work, the government has picked a fight with the wrong people." In a symbolic gesture, farmers' children on toy tractors will lead the march, with high-profile figures like Jeremy Clarkson and NFU President Tom Bradshaw expected to attend. Clarkson, ever the provocateur, accused authorities of double standards in their policing of protests. "Perhaps if I had draped my tractor in a Palestinian flag, it would be different," he quipped, alluding to perceived leniency toward left-wing demonstrators. If farmers are feeling betrayed by Reeves, so too are thousands of hybrid car drivers. Reeves's autumn budget announced sweeping tax increases for plug-in hybrid vehicles, PHEVs, with benefit-in-kind rates set to triple from 5% to 18% by 2028-29. The move is widely seen as a push to phase out PHEVs in favour of fully electric vehicles. Paul Hollick, chair of the Association of Fleet Professionals, warned that the changes could financially cripple drivers locked into 4-year contracts. Drivers who have recently taken on a PHEV will see their tax rise massively in its last year, Hollick said. Many will head into work this morning to talk to their employer about the possibility of getting out of that car earlier. Fleet managers are bracing for an avalanche of early termination requests as drivers scramble to avoid skyrocketing taxes. Meanwhile, double cab vehicles, another staple of rural businesses, are also facing extinction under Reeves's tax reforms. By 2029, these vehicles will face exponential tax increases, leading to their near disappearance from company fleets. The public reaction to Reeves's policies has been swift and brutal. Farmers, hybrid drivers, and business leaders are accusing her government of being out of touch with working families. Rural communities feel abandoned, urban progressives question Labour's alliance with Trump, and Brexiteers are furious over her comments about Brexit. Even Reeves's supporters admit she faces a monumental challenge in navigating this minefield. Her attempts to balance economic pragmatism with political realities have left her vulnerable to attacks from all sides. With protests looming, economic uncertainty growing, and critics circling, Reeves faces a daunting task in the months ahead. Her Mansion House speech was meant to showcase Labour's vision for Britain's future. Instead, it has laid bare the challenges of leading a deeply divided nation. Will Reeves rise to the occasion and turn this crisis into an opportunity? Or will the weight of scandal and backlash prove too much for her leadership to bear? Don't forget to like and subscribe. We are providing you the fresh news each day.